Good evening and welcome to Weekend Update. I'm your host, Eric Farmer. Today is Saturday, May 11th, 2024. And yeah, not feeling too good tonight, but I'm here. I don't know what the hell's wrong with me, but uh, just having some health issues, man. But hey, I'm still doing the live stream. It's still a lot of daylight out there today at this hour. So I decided to leave the disco lights off on this video, this live stream. But yeah, what the heck is going on this week? Man, I don't know. Once again, I've been living under a rock this week, not really paying much attention to the world, just struggling to survive. What else can we do these days, right? It's a constant fucking battle to live. But yeah, I'm not feeling real good today. No. But anyways, what the hell else is going on? I don't know. But I'm here. What the fuck? Yeah, it's been interesting weather we're having up here this week. Just nasty weather we're having. It just will not warm up. It just continues to remain cool. And we just haven't had any warm weather this spring. It hasn't been very nice weather-wise. We've just been having cold, snow, rain, wind, trees blowing over. It's just been a shit show here this spring. Between giant snowstorms, humongous fucking wind, but it's all because of man-made climate change. It's all our fault. It's all our own fault. For our parents had to fuck and we had to be born, and so now we just got to deal with the problems that our presence here on this planet is creating, and it just keeps getting worse. But yeah, it just really irks me because when I see all these weather things happening around me, nobody fucking never questions it. You're just crazy if you think that this is being done on purpose as another way of waging war on the population. And there's no doubt in my mind that's what's going on. They're just waging war on the population with the weather and just using it in so many ways to just to fuck us up, burning people out, flooding people out, making insurance rates go fucking through the roof. It's a great scam for them, man. We can just keep raising people's insurance rates and blame it on fucking climate change. It's beautiful. And no one's allowed to question it. I'll probably get my channel taken down for talking about climate change. I just don't give a shit anymore. It's just so obvious, man. It really irks me, man. They just get away with it. And everybody believes what the lies they're told. All this weather is happening because of you. Because you have to drive your car. You have to heat your house. That's causing climate change. Such bullshit. And all this fucking weather that we're having, they blame it on climate change. And even though they're the ones manipulating the weather and use it as an excuse to just keep raising our insurance rates. Really, really makes me want to puke. But yeah, there you go. That's a big story, I think, right now here in the United States. Is the weather. It's that time of year where just weather, man. tornadoes, just massive winds. Just the winds have been unbelievable here, and I think we're expecting another wind event. We don't usually get wind like this into May. Hey, here comes my dog. What's up, buddy? Yeah. He's like, yeah, I'm sick of all this fucking wind. Trees getting blown, man. You just see what it's like around here where I live. Trees have been blown over like fucking dominoes, landing on people's houses, crushing people's cars. It's just an excuse to raise interest, or not interest rate, but insurance rates. It's just a vicious fucking cycle, man. And, they just don't want us living on this planet anymore. What else can you say? It's just pretty much the rich people's way, the owners of the world. It's their way of telling the rest of us, get the fuck off my lawn, telling us to get off their lawn. And their lawn is the whole planet. So they want us off their fucking planet. They're doing a pretty good job of fucking making it happen. It's just a brilliant plan because they can make it all happen and blame it on us. It's brilliant, man. It really is. Couldn't think of a more brilliant plan than climate change. And if you try to deny it, you're fucking insane. Well, we got 2 viewers here so far. I think I will go ahead and post the link. Yeah, but I'm just, man, I've been feeling kind of crappy for the last few days. I'm having problems with my teeth, for one. I think my teeth are just about to totally fail on me, man. It's really, really disturbing. I think what the little bit of teeth I got are about to they're all just tired of living. So yeah, my only option is to go have the rest of my teeth pulled out and have dentures put into my fucking mouth. I don't like it, man. I don't like any of the options I have in life these days. It's a fucking nightmare, man. Jorgen Becker, what's happening, brother? But, alcohol helps. Alcohol definitely helps. It's the only thing that does help. So that's another problem. Drinking too much, because it's the only thing that fucking makes me feel better. Temporarily. Till I wake up the next morning feeling worse. But, things could be worse, I guess. As bad as things are, you got to keep it, got to count your blessings. Like my mother always told me, son, count your blessings. Whenever I would start complaining about shit, my mother would always tell me to count my fucking blessings. Yeah. And yeah, I got a lot of blessings, man. It's life is hard for everybody these days, no doubt about it. And a lot of my problems have been brought on by myself. Who the fuck is calling me at this hour? Hello? I got another one. Half Guinness. Yeah, so you know what? I'll come and get it tomorrow and throw it out for the crows to eat. I mean, I don't want to feed it to him after it's been sitting out for too many days. Okay. Well, you could just keep it and feed it to him next week. It should be all right. Okay, sounds good. Thanks, Kathy. You too. Hey, Ozzy in the house. I heard AstraZeneca has pulled out their Jabberwocky from the Europe. Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, they had to admit that it was unsafe. I guess that there was a rare occurrence. And they will never stop saying it's very rare. These, blood things that we have to be very careful what we say here. They jump on us real fast for disinfo, Yeah. But yeah, it's just been a fucking, I think pretty much that whole narrative is gone now, man. I don't know how they keep it going. People still believe in it, that they need to get jabbed whenever they tell them they need to get jabbed. There's a lot of fucking zombies out there. They just do whatever they're told. They believe whatever they're told. Mainstream news finally, yeah. But you still can't talk about it here on the tubes. Still not allowed to talk about it here. They will shut me down so fast my head will spin. It's just ridiculous, man. How the censorship, man, is just boggles the mind. But we live in a free country. We can talk about whatever we want, but not so much here on YouTube or in our country. Yeah, that's good. That is kind of good news in a way, I think. Even though, gosh, I don't see how there's, I'm kind of amazed that that the X thing hasn't happened yet. Disease X. That it we were expecting Disease X to hit last winter. Still hasn't. So when is this Disease X gonna fucking hit the world? Will it start in the Southern Hemisphere? Ken F. Rotman in the house. What's going on? I'm just having a tough night tonight, man. I'm not feeling well. Having problems with my mouth, my teeth. What little teeth I got left are giving me problems. And it's frightening. It really is frightening, I'm running to the end of my rope with my fucking teeth. What little teeth I got. So it's really, really, I've been having a hard time dealing with it these last few days. Hopefully it'll get better. It's happened to me before. My teeth will start hurting, giving me problems, and then it goes away on its own. So we just hope that it goes away on its own again. If not, I have to deal with it one way or another. I'm just done going to fucking dentists. I've been dentist to dentist. You know how much money I've spent on fucking dentists? And they just keep fucking making me come back, pay more money. And nothing ever really gets any better with my teeth. It's like I'm just spinning my fucking wheels with going to the dentist. So I haven't gone to the dentist in like almost a year. And I think either way, I'm fucked dentally. Either way, I'm dentally fucked. So I'm just quit going to the dentist and paying them all that fucking money to really do nothing to help me. You know, it's just a big fucking other ripoff. They want you to believe you got to keep coming in here, otherwise you're going to lose all your teeth. I'm going to lose all my fucking teeth anyway. It's just a no-win situation, man. It's like life itself these days. It's just a no-win situation. So fuck it. I don't care anymore. I just live life day by day. And, you know, there's no guarantees of a future anymore for any of us. Yeah. So yeah. I'm here though, man. I'm still going, man. So yeah. I keep fucking struggling on. Thank you guys for hanging out. Yeah, there's just no easy answers these days for any of us. We all got serious fucking problems to deal with. And yeah, it just gets to you after a while, man. You know, it's like, God, how much fucking more of this shit can a human take? You know, but it goes on and on and on. But yeah, no, it's not just me, man. You know, I see it all around me, man. People are struggling, man. People are fucking struggling. See, Ken says they just had a spring roll and quadre chicken for brekkie. Nice. That sounds like some positive attitude there. Count our blessings. At least we had brekkie today. Yeah. My friend took me out to brekkie this morning because I helped him move a couch. Help me move a couch this morning and I'll take you out for breakfast. I would have helped him move the couch either way. But, you know, my buddy Kevin, man, you know, him and I, we help each other, man. You know, whenever one of us needs something, we call the other person. And if I'm stuck somewhere, anywhere in this area, I know I could call that guy and he'll come and fucking get me. You know, if I'm in jail, he'll come and bail me out. So it's good to have at least one friend like that in the world, you know. Someone, you know, when shit gets really bad, you can call them and they'll fucking help you. As long as they possibly can. It's Mother's Day, and you guys have Mother's Day in Australia too, right? I just remembered, better call stepdaughter. Baby Kiva just turned 1 other week. Yeah. Yeah, I guess Mother's Day is a good day to talk with your family, whether your mother's alive or not anymore. Yeah, man. Feeling a little off today, but I'll be all right. I'm sure of it. Actually, my teeth feel a little better than they did this morning. So, but I've had a few beers, so that kind of does help kill the pain. Spring roll and what's quattro chicken? 4 chicken? 4 pieces of chicken? Quattro sounds like 4. Yeah, it's been fucking chilly here, man, all day long. And my furnace keeps running. So fucking had to get a fire going, man. I get fires. If I hear my furnace running, I gotta start a fire. If I got fuel to burn, fuck the gas company, man. I'd rather fucking put the effort into keeping a fire going than give the goddamn gas company a fucking cent of my money. You know, that's another big part of why they're manipulating the weather like they are right now, just keeping it chilly. It's not super cold, but it just won't warm up, man. Here we are, almost in the middle of May, and we haven't had any fucking warm summer-like weather. It hasn't been super cold, but it's just been chilly, rainy, cloudy, very little sun, and windy as fuck. Man, so when you believe that the weather is being controlled, it fucking pisses you off. When you know that they're doing that, this is being done on purpose. They're fucking making our lives miserable by design. It just irks me, man. When I know what's going on, and it should be nice weather right now, but no, they're fucking controlling it and making it shitty. It just, when I think about it, I get angry. And also, that's another reason why they're doing it, is fucking make people pay more for energy. They just keep it chilly enough to where your furnace runs. You got to pay more money. And this whole fucking climate change thing, they're just using it as an excuse to keep jacking up our insurance rates. Oh, yeah, I talked to my insurance agent. Yeah, we're only raising your insurance by 17% this year. That's pretty good, she says. Only 17%. That's pretty good, considering the world we live in today. God damn, these people are fucking sucking the life out of us, man, with their bullshit stories, and keep jacking our fucking insurance and taxes. It just never ends. And it's all bullshit. They're the ones that are causing all the damage, making us fucking pay for it. It just gets me so angry sometimes when I think about it. And I've seen all the damage around me, man. Fires, fucking windstorms, giant snowstorms. I've lived up in this mountain, this area for 25 years. It's never been windstorms like we've had this year. Just blowing over trees like they're fucking dominoes. It's like a category 3 fucking hurricane up here. It ain't fucking natural. Now that's what makes me angry, because I know it ain't natural. I see the planes in the fucking skies. Sometimes I get fucking really mad. It just gets to me, man. I'm like, God damn it. But most people just don't fucking want to hear. They don't care. They don't know. Their head is buried deep in the sand, and they don't want to hear it at all. So there's not many people I can talk to. They just kind of look at me, roll their eyes. It's just the way it is. They believe what they're told. The reason why the world is so fucked up is it's all our fault for being born. So there's no easy answer at all, man. That's what it boils down to for everything in life, man. Not only are there no easy answers, there's no answers, period. There's no solving our problems, man. It's sadly, our problems are so bad in this world that they're just fucking not solvable at all. All we can do is deal with it and cope. It's just coping now. for however long we can cope with the situation. Yeah, I hate to be so. I'm just not feeling good today. Having health issues, and just feeling particularly shitty today. Yeah, plus I got some kind of sickness going on. But I don't give a shit. I'm going to keep drinking anyways. Mother's Day, gosh. You know, Mother's Day is just a fucking holiday invented by Hallmark so they could make money. Flower companies and all these people, they make money. And same with Father's Day. You know, whatever people buy their fathers for Father's Day makes money. You know, what do people usually buy? A tie? I could use a new tie. Well, I don't have any children, so I don't get no tie for Father's Day. Any children that I know about, that is. There's rumors out there that I got some children. I don't know. Yeah. Fuck yeah. Looks like the audience said, fuck it. Eric's too negative tonight. I'm out. I don't blame him, man. Yeah. Hasn't been a good week for me, man. But it's been in one way, it hasn't been a great week. In other ways, it's been a good week. You know. It's just so much good shit with bad shit. The negative shit just seems to overwhelm the positive shit. This week, Ken says thousands of salmon fish are swept up on our beach. Dead the last day. Very weird. Some happened about 8 years ago. Yeah, that's be weird to see thousands of dead fish wash up on the beach. That would tend to freak some people out. That happens though, man. Mass die-offs of animals happen. You know, for what reasons we don't know. Some of it is caused by humans, possibly. But you never know what's going to happen next on this flat fucking earth. You just don't know what to believe. Some interesting arguments that the world is flat. I don't know. People claim that they can see hundreds of miles, you know, and see an island 100 miles away from them, right? But according to the mathematics, that island should be down below the curvature of the earth by like thousands of feet. But yet they can still see it. But if you do the math, it should be, you know, one interesting argument that I had, maybe possibly, now hear me out, the gravity of the earth bends the light so we can still see that far because the light is bending around the earth. It's just a stupid, crazy argument. That goes back to like Einstein's theories. He said, the gravity affects light. Light bends around a gravity source. So if you're looking at a light source and you have a massive object in between, that light source will bend around that massive object due to its gravity. I don't know. That's kind of far out. Yeah, that was kind of Einstein's theory. One of his, that even if Einstein was real or not, that gravity actually affects light. It bends light. It could capture light. Like if there's a strong enough gravity force, it will suck light into it, like a black hole. I don't know. That's some far out shit, to believe in all that, it's like I've always believed in all that stuff. And then you hear this flat Earth theory, this flat Earth. And if flat Earth is right, then none of that other stuff could be true. There could be no galaxies, no universe. We just live on this plane of Earth. It's kind of mind-boggling if you really, really think about it. What really is fucking reality? Where are we? Is it all just a fucking simulation? A dream? Could be. Just like when you go to sleep and you have some dreams and they seem very, very real. Just as real as this reality that we're in right now. And you wake up and like, wow, it's just a dream. And you're back in this reality. As we call it. I don't know. Yeah, but this reality sucks. I'll tell you that much about it. It's harsh. It has horrible consequences. You got to deal with a lot of pain and agony and suffering, emotions, and all this fucking shit that we have to deal with in this reality, We have to see people around us die, and fucking everything we love, we got to watch it die. It's fucking hard. 5 years ago, there were hundreds of dead birds on the beach. Yeah. God. Sometimes here in the United States, we have massive bird die-offs. A lot of people believe it's due to EMF frequency, possibly. There's been cases of just like hundreds and hundreds of birds just falling dead out of the sky, just all over the roads and shit, all over the place. There's just dead birds. There's like all kinds of different theories of why all these birds died at the same time. Just like they were flying over, like maybe a big flock of birds. And something happened, and they all just died and fell to the ground at the same time. Happens quite a bit. Birds are real sensitive, a lot more sensitive to things than like mammals are, I think, especially like frequencies and shit. So that's why they put a canary in a coal mine. If the canary dies, that there's dangerous gas, and you got to get out of the mine. Oh, yeah. Crazy shit going on in the world these days. Tomorrow is Mother's Day here in the United States, so whether it's a made-up holiday to sell, I think it's the best one, man. Cheers to mothers. May mothers continue to have children. And may those children grow up to have a fucking decent life. You know, I see kids nowadays that fucking, you know, kind of makes me sad, man, to think about what their future is going to be like. You don't see as many kids as you used to either. I mean, no matter what they say, it's a fact that people are reproducing way less. There's a lot less children being born nowadays. I've got a strong feeling that it's schools are closing down all over the place. There's not enough kids to keep them going. You know, the kids have to go to other schools in the area because they got to consolidate the amount. But this has all been foretold, you know, in Hollywood movies and shit. There was one movie where the whole human race quit reproducing. I don't know if you guys remember this one. It was like, I think it was like on I don't know, it was like on cable TV or something, but it was like a big deal, like back in the early 2000s, I think, when this movie came out, and it was all about something happened to the human race, and they could no longer have children for some fucking reason. No one in the world could have children anymore. Like the whole population was sterilized. It was really weird. You know, it got to a point where anybody that was a child was now grown up, and there was no more children left in the world. It was kind of I think that was definitely predicted. All Hollywood movies are predictive programming. You know, they've always used movies and television and every, you know, popular music, rock music, anything, country music. It's all Children of Men. Is that the one I was talking about, where the human race has quit reproducing? Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if it was a good movie, but I remember it was kind of boring as fuck. It was like a really long 3-part series or some shit. Yeah, it was interesting to me at the time. You know, I was a lot younger than, you know, like 20 years ago. And, yeah. I would probably find it much more interesting now than I did back then. Interesting. 20 years ago is a good time frame to look at as far as from the old world to this world that we live in now. You know, I was a totally different person in 2004. I was just barely starting to have any inkling of what was really going on in the world. I knew something about what happened in 2001 was fucked up. You know, just in my mind, I knew there was something not right there, but I didn't really question it that much at that time. It was shortly thereafter, or into the late 2000s, when I started to question things. You know, and people started dropping seeds of thought into my mind. You know, about what happened. And then, you know, but I always had it, you know, there was always something in my mind that told me what happened in 2001 was fucking, something was wrong. Even when it happened, even when it happened, I knew something was fucking wrong about it. You know, all the way back in 2001, you know, like this just doesn't make any sense. But I didn't really question it that much. But it really looked fucking stupid to me, you know. I couldn't understand it. Like when they showed, you know, what happened at the Pentagon, just like a couple frames. Like, that's kind of weird. How come they're just showing a couple frames of that? You know, you don't really see anything except a couple frames and then an explosion. It's like, damn, that's fucking weird. How come you know? Oh, it was just what happened on that day. You know, it was the whole world was just different that day, and yeah, things just happened on that day that never happened before or since. Yeah, the cinematography in the film was amazing. Yeah, I kind of remember that. I wasn't really much into cinematography back in them days. But yeah, I remember it was a halfway decent movie about but it was just kind of long and boring. But it was all about the human race was no longer reproducing, no more children left in the world, which is, yeah, I think that was predictive programming, and that's what they want. They want to sterilize the whole population. No doubt about that. But they just want very few people left that will be able to reproduce. And the vast 90% plus of the population will be sterilized. And it's already going on, man. But no, there's still people having children. The youngest person alive was 18 years. Yeah, it's kind of an interesting movie. I may have to go look at it again. Children of Men. 20 years later, look at that movie and see what do you think of it. Now that I've learned a lot of things since in the last 20 years. You know, one of the biggest things that really was an eye-opener to me, that really made me question the world big time, was when the fucking BP oil spill happened. Man, that's when I fucking really went down the rabbit hole. And really started looking into all the crazy stuff in the world, you might say. You know, because it just went on and on and on and on. You know, I was watching it on TV. I used to watch TV back then. You know, it was before I really got onto the internet. Yeah, I couldn't even get internet at my house here in 2009. So if I wanted to use the internet, I had to go to the library, you know, or go to a friend's house that had internet. But I couldn't get it right here up here in the mountains. I couldn't get internet till 2011. But yeah, that fucking BP oil spill, man, that was a big fucking conspiracy back in 2009 or 10, whenever it happened. You know, they made it seem like it was the end of the fucking world. Imagine if you go down there to the Gulf of Mexico right now, you would never know there was a BP oil spill. It was all a big fucking bunch of bullshit. That they hyped into, you know, I think it was just like an experiment to see how much they could hype up a fucking, you know, the crisis. Just another test, another crisis test. How much can we, the hype can be caused. Oh, this BP oil spill, man. It just went on and on and on at that time. I think nowadays you don't hear nothing about it. You know, you don't hear, oh, the legacy of the BP oil spill. What was that, like 15 years ago? Amazing how time flies when you're having fun. And then 2011 came around. There was the Japanese fucking tsunami, right? That destroyed Fukushima. It was a Fukushima. Man, we were all scared shitless of Fukushima. You know, Do you hear anything really about the long-term effects of Fukushima? Is there, there was supposed to be a long, it's nuclear fallout. It's going to go across the ocean and destroy the whole Pacific Ocean. This is what people were hyping. It's going to kill all the life in the Pacific Ocean. It's going to affect the west coast of the United States. Blah, 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 blah. Here we are. 13 years later. Does anybody ever talk about it anymore? Is there any long-term horrible effects like they said there was going to be? No, as far as I know, the fish and wildlife are thriving in the Pacific Ocean as usual. So yeah, these fucking big hyped up events that they have over and over and over again, right? They turn out to be not as big of a fucking catastrophe as they were hyped up to be, there's a lot of conspiracy theories about Fukushima. It could have been caused by HAARP. Who knows? I don't even know if we're allowed to talk about HAARP, and I'm taking my chances. HAARP. What's wrong with HAARP? Isn't that instrument that angels play? You don't hear much about HAARP anymore. And, not much talk about, the weather control and all that kind of thing. It's all about climate change. Everything that's going on in the world, all the problems, the flooding, the fucking shitty weather, the 4-foot snowstorms, the 150-mile-an-hour fucking winds knocking trees over like dominoes. It's all our own fault, man. Because there's too many of us. We all need to fucking go. It's basically what they're telling us, right? Climate change is caused by you. Go kill yourself. That's kind of the message they're giving us. And it's just going to keep getting worse and worse and worse. So you all go kill yourselves. I don't know. Yeah, it's definitely no doubt about it in my mind. We're living in a big experiment, a big controlled, experiment that they've done. They basically control the human race like a herd of cattle. And they let it grow sometimes to this huge scale that we have now. Even though I don't think there's as many people on the planet as they tell us there are. But, they let the population get real big and then they kill it off. Just like any other fucking rancher raising livestock. I think they raise the human race for a lot of reasons. They grow crops of humans for lots of reasons. They use our energy so many ways. But, when it gets to a certain point and it's out of control, now we gotta start over again. Get rid of the mass majority of the people. And I think they've done it over and over again throughout the history. And then they just tell the people the whole different history again. And spoon feed them technology like they've done. It's a fascinating theory or hypothesis. It's what I believe. And there's certain people, there's certain entities that are immortal, kind of. They've been around for a long time, and they control the long-term history of the human race. And they see these cycles, you might say, cycles of grow. They let the human race grow, and they cull it off, grow, cull it off, like any other livestock. And right now we're in a culling, and they're very clever how they do it. So that they kill off the population without causing a stampede, just like ranchers do. It's very much like the movie They Live. That was another, predictive programming. They all are. I always say that. They're all predictive programming. It's pretty much. That's all Hollywood movies are, is telling us the future before it happens. Because they have to do it. Otherwise, if they don't do it, then they don't get karmic relief, they call it. They can do whatever they will as long as they tell you they're going to do it beforehand, in one way or another. Basically, is how it works. They can do whatever they want as long as they tell you. They give you one way or another. They tell you what's going to happen, whether you choose to acknowledge it or not. They don't care. I don't know if it's true or not, but it's very interesting idea, and I believe it myself. And it explains a lot of things that I've seen in my life, So yeah, fuck yeah, good times. Yeah, I'm having a tough time this week, man. Hopefully I'll fucking pull out of it and things will get better. It could be a lot worse. We all are, everybody. I don't think anybody is not having a hard time in life these days. You got just by the sheer cost of living is, God damn. That's all I can say. It's weird because like the price of beer stays the same for years now, but the price of food keeps going up steadily. That's kind of interesting. They want people drinking alcohol. That's why during the fucking, all the businesses closed down. Liquor stores were allowed to stay open. Kind of tells you right there, man. Churches closed down, but strip clubs were allowed to open in California. Imagine that. Couldn't go to church, but you could go to the strip club. That's a fact. You could go to the liquor store and buy alcohol, and you could go to a strip club, but you couldn't go to church. Oh, we got a guest here. Sorry, Ken.
Yo. Hey.
I don't know how long you were hanging out.
It's just a minute.
I couldn't see. They hide it from me.
Yeah, I was out there for a minute, just last minute.
Cute.
Hey, man.
Yeah. So how you going?
Oh, not bad. I'm still alive, I guess.
Yeah.
Yes.
You look none the worse for wear.
Can feel winter coming. It's getting colder each night.
Yeah. Yeah. We should be feeling summer coming, but it's just having a chilly spring. We haven't had much warm weather, but lots of crappy, cold, man, windy. We've just been getting
by
wind.
wind was
I mean,
bad.
when I say windy, I'm talking about trees blowing over like they're fucking dominoes. Like 80, 100. We had like hurricane force winds just last week on Monday.
Tornadoes and shit, eh?
Yeah, just no, we don't have tornadoes up here in the mountains, but we get fucking
Nah,
strong.
I have had some bad
We
ones.
got tornadoes farther off to the east.
Yeah,
But
but I've seen the bad tornadoes. Yeah,
we had like a hurricane. It was like a hurricane blew through here. So much fucking wind. It was just trees were. It's gonna take years to clean up the damage from the trees blowing over. You know.
Yeah, they come right out from their roots, don't they?
Yeah, a lot of them. I had one on my property that blew over with the roots.
Yeah.
Man, I'm really stressed out about it because we keep getting these windstorms.
The gum trees do that.
As the forest gets more and more thinned out, the trees that are left are more vulnerable to the wind. As the trees around them fall down, it becomes more. The trees standing are all around each other, help protect each other from the wind, kind of. And that's how they got to be so big. And then as they start to fall down, then they become more and more vulnerable to the wind. And it's only a matter of time till they all fucking blow over. And these storms just keep coming through. Every year we get these horrific fucking hurricane force windstorms.
Yeah. No, it's.
And then there's just a big pile of fucking dead trees out there that are just. And then there's not enough resources to clean them all up.
A lot of firewood, though.
Firewood, yeah.
Surprised all these firewood places aren't go.
Dude, when there's that many trees blowing over, there's not much.
Yeah,
it's a lot of work to clean them all up.
Yeah, need the big chains.
I don't know if you've ever cleaned up a fallen tree, but and hauled off all the branches and shit. It takes a lot of work.
Yeah, I've done a few, not real big ones, but fallen ones. Yeah, good fun.
It's just work, It's just you gotta cut it up into pieces and throw it in a truck or whatever vehicle you have to haul it away. I got a place right up the street here where I can take branches and shit and just drop them off for free.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
wood chipper.
Yeah, they shred it all up.
Yeah.
And they just get everybody brings all their debris there from the area. They get this big pile of fucking debris, branches and shit. It's called slash. It's the branches and shit from the trees. It's called slash.
Slash. Oh yeah, I've heard that expression before.
And they have when they pile it up, it's called a slash pile.
Yeah, right. Sort of a wood junk pile.
Yeah.
Yeah. We call them bonfire piles.
Yeah, you could call it that. It's called a slash pile.
Yeah.
And,
no, I got a bit of that here. Actually, I got a burn.
I burn as much as I can.
Yeah, finally allowed to burn off here as of last week, I think it was, or week before. Yeah, weren't allowed to burn off, so
I like to burn shit. I like to burn shit, man. Just get a fire going in my fire pit.
Yeah, I've cut a few branches down and shit.
You can't burn fresh. The shit that's been around for like a year.
Not in your wood heater anyway.
No. I'm just talking about outdoors in my fire. I got an outdoor fire pit.
Yeah.
Right. I burn off like dirty wood and shit that I don't want to burn inside. It's not. Clean.
Yeah, I got an outside fire pit here.
Shit that I want to get rid of, so I just burn it off. I don't want to burn it on my indoor wood stove.
Yeah, you don't want to burn the bloody treated pine or anything inside.
I think it's a good thing to do, man. Burn dead things around your property to get rid of
Yeah.
it. You know.
I was forever doing that where I used to live because of the gum trees and branches. They're always falling down, and
Uh-huh.
I'll be raking every single week, and then burn
That's
the
what happens
leaves.
in nature. Nature fires happen.
Yeah. But it's nice the smell of gum leaves, burning. Eucalyptus. Yeah.
Oh, I bet. Yeah.
It's sort of
Yeah,
aromatherapy.
they got eucalyptus trees in California.
That's what the indigenous use for smoking. They use.
I remember seeing some eucalyptus trees. They were fucking like over 50 feet tall, like 2 feet around. It's huge fucking trees.
Yeah, we get them. We got the older the gum tree, the bigger it is, and
Man,
massive trunk.
Gigantic fucking trees.
Yeah.
They got them in California.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's not quite lunchtime, but I've been up pretty early, so I'm having a beer now. It's the earliest I've had a beer for in a long time.
Well, cheers.
Yeah. Happy Mother's Day for tomorrow, everyone.
The only way I can cope.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Everybody, your mother, man. Take care of your mother.
Yeah. Mothers are important to the species. That's for sure. We'd be lost without them.
No one will ever love you the way your mother loves you.
Yeah. Yep. I've met a few people that only a mother could love.
That's a fact. Your whole life, no one will ever love you the way your mother loved you. She still does love you. Even no matter what wife you marry or whatever, they'll never love you the way your fucking mother loved you. Your mother loved you unconditionally.
Yeah, I knew this kid. He was so ugly that his mother used to have to tie lamb chops around his neck so the dog would play with him. That's an old joke.
But it's still hilarious. A good joke never gets old.
Yeah.
Good jokes are eternal.
There's some jokes that are too soon, apparently.
There's some jokes that go beyond generations,
Some jokes should never be said too soon, like you got to wait a few years.
Any generation would laugh at it.
Yeah.
It's eternally funny because, it just totally makes fun of our human existence.
Yes.
That's what a good joke does. It just totally makes fun of this fucking shit show that we got to wake up to every morning, right?
Yeah.
Well, you're retired, so you don't know.
Yes.
It's still stressful, right?
Yeah. It's employment or
the cost of living keeps going up. Your income never gets any bigger.
Yeah. So Joe was on last week, was he? Yeah.
Joe Dirt, I think so.
Yeah.
He goes by a different name now.
Joe Dugan. Joe Dugan or Joe Abandoned Dugan. Citizen.
Yes. Abandoned Citizen.
Don't see Gordon much anymore.
Yeah, Joe Dirt wasn't here. Abandoned Citizen was here.
Yeah, that's right. And
haven't seen the Mad Pie Man.
No, he was here a couple of weeks back.
Yeah, he was here a while back, but it's been a while.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's gonna suck being.
He's moved on.
Gonna suck being in where he's living in the during winter. No electricity or anything.
Yeah, he's still like struggling, like living out of his car and shit.
Yeah, well, he's sort of parked near his work site, so he just
living out of his vehicle. He's got a van.
Yeah, he's got a car.
That's become a way of life for a lot of people in the world these days.
Yeah.
nomadic, lifestyle.
Yeah.
Because face it, man, the cost of fucking living in a house is just too expensive.
Yeah,
It's
at least
insane.
you own your caravan, That's what I think. At least I own this,
If you buy a place, it's
Whatever
insane.
it is.
If you got to rent a house, it's insane.
Yeah.
It's the cost of living for God. I understand why so many people are homeless and living out of their cars. And or they're living in a place with like 3 or 4 roommates, so they can afford to pay the bills.
Well, last year they brought 900,000 immigrants in Australia, while we've got a gigantic housing problem. I don't know where they're all going to stay, but they plan on bringing 100.
Immigrants will just sleep outside.
They want to bring 100,000 in each month this year. So imagine that at the end of the year, that's going to be.
I can sleep outside. I've slept outside before. It's not that hard to do.
That's going to be millions of people coming here in the next year. It's insane. And yet, 50 people lined up for a rental,
Yeah.
Every time I check the local.
The immigrants will get a rental before the fucking natives will.
Yeah, they're all sorted. Yeah. They've
People,
got new housing and everything.
Australian people that live there, that become homeless, won't be able to find a place to live. It's bad here, man. It's really bad, the homeless situation.
Yeah, so many I know living in cars.
I don't know how bad it is in Australia, but man,
it's just as bad.
It's horrible here, man. It's horrible. Everywhere you go, like I said, you can't swing a dead cat without hitting a homeless person.
Yeah.
There's so many.
Yeah.
Who swings a dead cat? We know.
Yeah. So where is everyone today?
It's just
No
me
one's
and Ken, man.
Oh.
Shit. Ozzy was here a while ago. Jorgen, I started.
7 watching.
I'm not feeling good, man. I got problems.
Yeah, I don't feel great. I got to go. I got to go in the hospital this month sometime for a major operation. So that's gonna suck.
At least I can still drink beer, man. That helps.
Yeah.
I wake up in the morning, then my problems are worse. But for now, they're fine. A couple more beers, and I will just pass the fuck out, and I won't feel my problems till morning.
Yeah.
And I wake up in the morning like, oh fuck, I gotta deal with another day. At least tomorrow's Sunday, right?
Yep.
Here in the United States, tomorrow's Mother's Day. It's tomorrow's Monday for you, but for me it's Sunday. You got your
how
you're a day ahead of us, but we still having the same daylight, but you're a day ahead of us.
Yeah.
There's only one sun out there, and it's like
it's a nice day.
Yeah, but somehow you're a day ahead of us. But we're still getting light from the same sun.
Rained yesterday. Today it's
it's morning for you and it's evening for me. That's kind of what I don't know. If you believe that the sun rotates in a circle around the earth, or the earth spins, and the sun is stable in the sky, and we're living on a ball, or are we living on a pizza?
Yeah, the ball never made sense to me. We're upside down. What?
So we're living on a stable disc, and the sun rotates around us, right? And it kind of spirals in and out. It's how the flat Earth theory works, right?
It's unmovable.
Every year it spirals into the North Pole, and then it spirals back out to this. That's how we get the seasons and the years. We get. That's how flat Earth explains it, right?
Well, I see it more as a level realm, and it's unmovable. It says that in the Bible. It's unmovable.
But so the sun, I'm saying the sun rotates around the Earth, and it moves in it moves in towards the center, which is
Like
which we would call the north,
Yep.
and then it moves back out to the outside of the circle, which we would call the south.
Yeah, it goes in a loop, sort of, but each time
I mean,
goes around, goes a bit lower.
That's how we have our different
Yeah,
seasons, right? That's how we've
Yeah.
always have opposite seasons to the north and south, right?
Yeah.
You guys are heading into winter. We're heading into summer.
Yeah, we take it in turns. Yeah.
But so therefore, if it's a flat Earth, the sun spirals in and out from the
Yep.
center to the outside, basically. That's the only way you could explain it. Other than the Earth is a sphere that sits on an axis, and as it goes around the sun, that's what creates the seasons, right?
Have you heard of the mirror moon theory? That the moon's actually mirroring the surface of the Earth?
I thought the moon was a Death Star.
Yeah. It's a lot of things.
I thought it was a full-blown Death Star, man. We just didn't realize it. It could
Yeah,
destroy the
that's-
Earth any time.
Yeah, they had a stupid movie out a while back called Moonfall. And it's about the moon starting to break up and the Earth losing its
Yeah,
gravity.
I've heard so many crazy theories about the moon.
In the film, it makes out the moon's an alien artificial thing, and
Yeah.
it's all hot inside.
I've heard that hypothesis.
But it's a silly
It was dragged here by some other entities, and they use it as a base to spy on the Earth or whatever. I don't know.
Oh, look, aliens is a great way to explain away God, you know.
But then there's the moon. Saturn.
It's a lazy way to sort of say there's
Have
no
you
God.
ever heard of the moon Saturn matrix?
Yeah, David Icke, yeah. He used to talk about a lot.
The moon is related to Saturn somehow, and like it's kind of a soul trap, is what they make it seem.
David Icke said it was like a Death Star.
It's a soul trap. You know, like Saturn is a soul trap.
It's all just theories, you know.
Yeah,
Fun.
that's one of the things I heard about Saturn. It's a fucking
Yeah.
soul trap.
Well, Saturn, Satan, you know,
It's kind of like hell.
could be.
I don't know.
Could be a living entity out there that
You can escape. You got to escape the Saturn moon matrix if you want to get out of this reality.
yeah, easier said than done, I guess.
Yeah, because it's meant to trap you
Yeah.
and to make you be reincarnated back into this reality. That's kind of like a lot of people's hypothesis on it is.
Yeah.
They don't want your soul to escape. They want you to be reincarnated over and over and over again. But you can't escape from it.
Right.
It's interesting. I don't know. You know, I can't sit here and tell you this is all true, but it's very.
No, probably why I don't remember much of it because I didn't. It
Well,
wasn't
I've been through near-death experiences where I was
just science fiction theory to me.
I almost died, and it felt like that, man. And I was like left my body, and I was moving out, and I got captured and brought back to my body. Is what it seemed like.
Yeah, I've had that.
Felt like I was forced back into my body, and I regained consciousness.
Yeah, I didn't want to come back.
I had no idea. I was just like 18 years old at the time, you know.
That's
And
when
I
you
fell
fell
down,
on your
hit
head.
my head, and I got knocked unconscious for quite a while, and it felt like I had an out of body experience for sure.
Yeah. Oh, I know plenty have had that. Like, you know, I've had that experience too, but it was on acid.
Well, this was on fucking serious brain injury.
Head concussion.
I landed. I felt like 8 or 10 feet and landed right on my head.
I did have one when I was younger. Yeah, I had an out of body experience when I went to the dentist once when I was young, when I was a kid.
What, from like the drugs he shot you up with?
Must have been, but I I woke up and I was on this table of aliens and everything, and then suddenly I was flying around and ended up back in this dentist. And I remember flying past my grandmother and my mum who were waiting in the waiting room, and
So you're like having like your life
went back into my
right?
body. I woke up screaming, and the dentist didn't know why, but yeah, I'd just been flying or astral projecting or something, astral traveling. And I ended up with some demonic alien fucking things. I don't know what that was about, but
Yeah, so I don't know what that's all about. You know, if it's really, you know, you're
yeah, I have had the old.
or is it all happening in your own mind? I don't know.
Yeah, I've had astral traveling before, but it's not by choice. I just
When you dream, what's going on when you dream? You know, some dreams seem so vivid. You know, it does feel like you travel into the.
Hey, Davey boy. G'day, Davey boy.
And some people who are more clear, you know, in their mind and shit, they have very vivid dreams. You know.
I've had lucid dreams where I know I'm dreaming, then I realise I can do anything. They're great.
Yeah.
So this is a dream. I can fly.
Yeah, dreams.
First thing I do is fly.
Flying dreams are the coolest.
Yeah. I fly all around the buildings.
I've had quite a few dreams where I could fly.
Yeah. They're grouse. That's great when you realise it's a dream. It doesn't happen often. That's called lucid dreaming. Yeah. When you actually realise you're in a dream.
And I think it must be kind of common for people to have that dream that they could fly.
Yeah, it is. That's weird. So many people have it.
Yeah.
Dreams where I'm flying, but I can't get back down to the ground. I'm trying to get back to the ground.
And then you start falling out of the sky. I think every time I've had a dream I was flying, I think eventually it just
the falling dreams are the worst. They wake you up like start.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I've had, you know.
I still get some falling dreams sometimes. Yeah, where I fall off.
Before the world was full of fucking EMF everywhere, you know.
Yeah.
All this electromagnetic frequency. Who knows how much that affects our dreams and shit, you know? Gosh only knows. I don't like it, man. There's nothing I can do about it, though, man. There's no escaping it. You cannot escape the fucking EMF soup that we fucking live in nowadays. Even if you turn off all electricity in your house, there would still be enough of it around you. Yeah, I think it's pretty bad, man. I think it's a lot of our health problems because of all this technology that we live in. You know, people underestimate the danger of electromagnetic frequency. You know, most people don't even think about it. They're walking around with their fucking phones stuck to their head half the day, you know, talking to people, you know, they don't even have a concern that could be dangerous. But coming out of that phone could be fucking doing brain damage to them, could be giving them brain cancer. You know.
I remember this experiment on this termite hill with all these termites in it. You know, we get gigantic ones here. And they got a perfect hive system, you know, the nest is all made perfect. But if you put magnets on it, they all flee the nest. They'll all just piss off out of there. They don't like that magnetic frequency. Because they go by the Earth's gravitational field, which when something else interferes that field, it messes up.
They get lost. They can't navigate no more.
Yeah, they can't dig the holes properly, and it disorientates.
They're locked. They're fucking tuned into the Earth.
Yeah,
when you
insects are.
That's interesting. But yeah, even though with all the EMF we have around here, we still the wasp and shit, they seem to still thrive.
Yeah. It's like they purposely made
But
it so.
they're not being targeted with the EMF.
No.
But the EMF is still all around everywhere.
Still
People
get
don't realize.
flies.
I think people underestimate the dangers of EMF. To
Yeah,
our
they've been
ultimate
experimenting.
detriment.
They've had
I hope-
energy weapons for a long
I hope
time.
I'm wrong. I hope EMF is not dangerous at all. I hope 5G is not dangerous at all.
Yeah.
I have a feeling. And I think when 5G first got introduced, I got really sick.
Yeah, I still get the ringing in my head.
So there's people out there that they attribute illness to frequency, and it's been going on for a long time.
Yeah, I haven't felt too well
as technology increases, they introduce new technologies, and it makes people sick.
I haven't felt too good the last few days, and it's weird because all these thousands of fish are washed up on the ocean.
Yeah, so
in the
there's
same
some
my area, So
why
why are they dying? Some frequency.
I've had some health issues lately. They're just hard to explain.
I've got to go to hospital soon.
I don't want to go to a doctor, man. I'd rather die.
I got to go to hospital in a few weeks. Yeah, got to have a major op because they reckon I got gut cancer. So I got to get that cut out. Yeah. So that's going to be fun.
See, I don't know if I'll be able to do that, man. God damn.
I wasn't going to, but I had a video call.
It's going to hurt. It's going to be a painful death. If you just let gut cancer kill you.
Yeah. This I talked to a doctor the other day on video phone conference, and he sounded pretty serious because I said I wasn't going to go ahead with it, and he goes, "Well, you probably ain't going to live another 4 months if you don't."
No way.
Yeah. He said, in fact, we're hoping to get it because we feel in a month's time it'll be too far. So I've got to get in pretty quick, they reckon.
Damn.
That
sucks. I'm sorry to hear that, Ken.
Yeah, well, that's just...
They'll be able to save your life, man.
Yeah.
You got like medical care then, huh?
Yeah, that's it. At least I'm near a hospital, hospitals.
Based on so you'll get covered for your surgery and shit.
Yeah. I have to pay for the specialist though.
But yeah. Hopefully they'll be able to. Damn, I had no idea. That's if you only got 4 months to live, we don't do this surgery on you. I don't know how.
They told me the other day. I sort of. It's taken me a few days to process it. Yeah.
I'll be like, well, 4 months to live. That's not the end of the world.
Nah.
I just don't want to suffer.
I'm not worried about myself as much as Bruno.
Yeah, I'm more worried about my dog. So. But I just don't want. I don't want to suffer to death. I don't want to go through that kind of pain. But, it is what it is. You got to go through what you got to go through, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Gosh.
Bruno, leave the neighbor alone. The neighbor's mowing the lawn.
You pass on to the next realm without too much pain. That's the whole idea, right?
Yeah.
But, sadly, most of us are going to have to suffer real bad before we die.
Used to that.
Hate to be such a Debbie Downer.
It won't be any different than...
As long as you got painkillers, then fuck it.
I got a pretty high tolerance to pain, actually. I don't realise how bad I am half the time.
Me too, man. I think a lot of people are just ultra sensitive to pain.
Yeah. Yeah, whips.
If you feel any pain whatsoever, we'll give you some medication.
Yeah.
Tender loving medication.
That's it.
That's what our medical system is based on. They want to get people hooked on fucking pain medication.
And I know what they'll be telling me. I almost know the system back to front. They'll be telling me I have to get chemo and radio. And that's where I draw the line, I'll be saying.
That just kills you. That kills you anyways.
That'll
most
just...
people don't survive that.
That'll just inflame your body and more, Yeah.
Most people don't.
That's what it does. It inflames.
My mother went through it. She died.
Yeah. So did mine. My mum died from that too. The old chemo crap.
They believed it. They believed they were told.
Yeah, I saw her whole body blowed up. She was always a skinny, normal size woman, and all these chemicals they put in them that just made her body blow up like a balloon. It was horrible.
Yeah.
Very horrible death. Worse than the cancer would have been. They removed the tumour in her brain, but I don't think she needed any more treatment.
We killed the cancer, but we got to kill the patient in the meantime.
Yeah. There are no cures, only treatments.
Yeah, we can kill cancer. It's called killing you.
Yeah.
The only way to kill the cancer is to kill you.
It's funny, a lot of people in that area, my mum's age, got the exact same tumour. A mate of mine's dad, he got it the same year. It was because of these towers, electrical towers. They were emitting radiation and shit.
Yeah, I'm starting to believe that.
Yeah.
I've been looking into that for a long time.
I proved it by, tracking back some of the people living in the area, and sure enough, every second house had someone die of cancer around that age. So I'd already been through my cancer, so I was really into researching it, When Mum got it.
Gosh, it seems like
rapid cancer they got now. Now they got rapid cancer.
It's like most of us are going to get cancer, man. There's no stopping it.
Yeah. 1 in 3, they say, isn't it? Or is it?
I can't believe I haven't got cancer yet. Knock on wood. I might already have cancer and I just don't know it yet.
I had it 35 years ago, but never.
I don't care, man. I know I'm fucking doomed one way or another. There's only one way out of this fucking nightmare, man.
Yeah.
And we all got to go through it eventually, right? We're all gonna fucking meet our fucking maker, right?
We're gonna die from the day we're born.
Yes, it's just a matter of fucking time. How long is it gonna be? It could happen right now. It could happen tomorrow. It could happen, 10, 20, 30 years from now. I could live to be 100. Who the fuck knows what God has planned?
Only
I
God.
know right now it's like not much fun living in this world. Not like it used to be. It's a combination of things, right? The world has gone to shit for one. I'm older for two.
It's becoming a real shit show.
It's not. It's just life. Just isn't as fun as it used to. I do my best to enjoy life. I mean, don't get me wrong.
Yeah. You got to make your own fun.
It's not much fun these days out there, man. God, the world just sucks. There's nothing like we used to have back in the day. We used to have fun things to do. You're
scared to make a joke, or someone might get triggered.
It just seems like all the fun things that we used to do are gone now.
Yeah,
they're not fun anymore. Go out to the local pub. There's nobody there. It's a ghost. It's a fucking ghost town. There's nobody out. And nobody can afford to go out to the pub,
Yeah, it's a bit like that in the main towns. It's like that. But
you go to the
pub here. The pub here is always a lot of people there.
Yeah, that's good. Here it's pretty
dead.
Holidays,
people on holidays.
I guess there still are, but it's so expensive, man.
Someone had a party last night.
Just have a couple beers at the pub. You know, it's really expensive.
Yeah.
So that's why a lot of people don't go. You know, they want to pay.
You want to get drunk, you got to look at it spending at least $100.
They don't want to pay $6 or $10 for a beer. You know, so it killed. It killed the fucking, you know, the life. Killed the socialization. And there's still people that get out, but it's not like it used to be.
No, even in depression times in the old days, you know, people were still able to afford to go out and have fun and party.
Yeah, and not only that, you got the po-po everywhere. You know, if you had a couple beers and drive your car, they want to fucking throw you fucking in prison for the rest of your life. Yeah. You know? So you got to be real careful. You want to destroy your life just because you went to a pub and had like 2 beers and drove home. So that also helps kill the
system up to fail you.
Yeah.
The system's meant to fail us. That's how it works.
It's meant to punish you for nothing.
Yeah. Make you feel like a criminal.
Enjoying your life. Oh, I had 2 beers and I drove home and now I'm fucking, my life is ruined.
Yeah.
You know, that's how bad it is. They totally freak out at you, man. You know, I've been through it.
Yes, I've been booked for drink driving when I know I wasn't drunk. You know, I knew I had too many.
And they want to do it for cannabis too, you know, for smoking.
I refused. I said, I don't believe you. They showed me this thing and on a bit of paper, and there was nothing on it. You know, what's that meant to be?
They'll give you a DUI. If you got THC in your system, they'll give you a DUI, even if you haven't smoked all day.
I said, I demand a blood test, and they refused me to get a blood test to prove I wasn't drunk. You know,
yeah, so it's a racket. We all know that.
Yeah, I was totally set up.
So you just got to be real careful, man.
Yeah.
When I only drive, you know, where it's absolutely necessary. Sadly, I don't go out and enjoy life much anymore. One, it's too expensive, and 2, you got to worry about the cops.
Yeah.
And plus, it's just not as much fun. Even if you go out, there's nobody out because it's too expensive.
Yeah.
The place is dead. There's nobody out socializing. You know?
Yeah.
So it's just a quadruple whammy, you know, since 2020 happened, right?
Since the lockdowns, yeah.
It has been getting bad since like 2008, right? With the economic collapse of 2008, you know? It's when they started to see this collapse of our quality of life. You know?
It was when Australia totally sold out too, you know, all our farming industry.
2008, you remember that? 2008 was a big collapse. It was a big. The markets all crashed. We went into the Great Recession. They called it the Great Recession. They can't use the D word. They can't call it a depression or whatever. No.
Nah.
It was the Great Recession.
They don't want people to think it's as bad as the Great Depression. So,
people are so ridiculous. I mean, you know, it's just the people that control the world. They treat the population like children.
Yeah.
You know?
We had a premier that talked to us like we're school kids, you know.
They talk to us like we're children, you know.
Yeah, we had this cockhead in for how long? 11 years, talking to us down like we're fucking maggots, you know, in our state. Yeah, Daniel Andrews.
Oh, yeah. I remember that fucking turd.
Anyway, he's in trouble because...
who can forget that?
A lot of stuff they got on him now. You know?
He was huge during the early 2020s, we might say.
Oh, he felt so all powerful. You know?
He was in control, wasn't he? He was.
I listened to this police woman who had to leave the police force because she got attacked by a colleague so much for talking against Dan Andrews. They were all, you know, full on into whatever he was ordering, and she wouldn't carry out the orders to open up on citizens with rubber bullets.
Yeah, that dude was a desperado.
Oh, God, did she get threatened? She had to leave the police force, and now she's living on a farm with goats. She's says she's much happier now, you know, that she's not a
Fuck
cop.
yeah.
But she was one of the ones who stood up against the brutal lockdown.
You know, he was just as bad as Jacinda Ardern.
Yeah, they were peas
Sure,
in a
like,
pod.
those two should like marry each other.
Yeah, yeah. Fucking oath, they were so much alike, you know. Except she laughed more, you know. She used to give out horrible orders and then laugh, you know.
Yeah. But yeah, all the people in that time period, right? And there was like, who was the English dude? Who was the guy in England?
Sadiq.
No, there was the Prime Minister of England at the time.
Oh, not Boris.
Yeah, Boris Johnson.
Oh, right. Yeah, he was in there.
He's just the same thing, right? Just the
yeah.
English version.
Oh,
of
they're all like giving the
all-
same speeches. Well, you know, that's when I knew it was
And you know what? Interesting, they're all gone now, right? They're all gone now.
the whole world goes along with it, you know.
You know, they all kind of disappeared at the same time.
I'd never seen anything like that in my history, you know.
But yeah, Davy Boy, he's the only fucking wrench I have in the whole fucking place for years.
You don't get many trolls anyway.
Yeah.
I don't get many. I've got one, but you know, I'll let him on
What his
sometimes.
wrench is.
I got
Yeah,
two
yeah.
trolls, but they don't worry me.
Yeah, I got trolls. You know, no, not for a long time.
I'll even have them on the show.
Nobody gives a shit what happens on this channel anymore. Hey, Eric,
I feel the same about mine. I don't give a fuck anymore.
yeah.
I'll have troll mates on and whoever.
Yeah,
wants
I'm gonna go for a few more minutes here. And I'm gonna wrap it up.
Yeah, I better do something.
Yeah. Thanks for stopping by, Eric Salveson. Yeah, we're getting ready to wrap her up here.
See you later.
You got the whole day ahead of you down there in Australia, right?
Yeah, it's lunchtime.
I got tonight, man. I got a hockey game I got to watch here.
Oh, cool.
The playoffs.
You'll enjoy that, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, fuck yeah. We'll talk to you guys next week.
Okay, see you, Eric. Cheers.
Thanks, everybody,
Stay
for hanging out, and good night.